But, you know, it's a funny thing. Negative ego is not very smart. It always has to use a wounded piece of self in order to validate itself. For it is from the dynamic of the wounded piece of self that it finds the old feeling. Mm-hmm. Then it creates the narrative. Old feeling being keyed, creating the dynamic of the narrative, belief creating behavior that reinforces belief. This exists, this dynamic exists on the level of the consensus, on the level of the collective, as well as on the level of the individual. One finds the dynamics of healing, of forgiveness, within the dynamics of the individual wounds, because what's happening is negative ego is identifying to you those pieces of self that need to be healed.
By using those pieces.
By using those pieces. You know, it's really kind of quite simple. In the dynamics of understanding how to heal on the level of the subconscious, one must use the metaphors of emotion. Well, you got the emotion. Metaphor and symbol. All right, so you need to create a symbol. If you've already got the dynamic of that old feeling of negativity, and your negative ego is telling you and trying to reinforce the whole dynamic, well, heck, you've already identified emotionally. Where in your body are you feeling this? Now, if you can just close your eyes for a moment and imagine that there's a cut or something like that in that spot, well, you've just created a metaphor, haven't you? And what's the symbol? Well, you can sew up the wound, you can use a laser, you can use any sorts of dynamics that your imagination can create, but create that picture of healing in your mind's eye. Create that picture of healing. Allow that dynamic of emotion, of old feelings, to dissipate. You begin to take those first steps toward defeating negative ego. And you begin to allow the possibility for creation outside of your old belief system. And as we have said, this exists on the level of the consensus as well. And more than anything else, dear ones, don't you need that now?